Hi, welcome to RCKicks. On today's show, well, we're going to be changing gears from the previous few videos that we've done, and we're going to be looking at something a little bit more aggressive. Now, if you've watched the show for a while, you'll know that I am a big fan of the TRAXXAS Slash. This video is sponsored by Rochester RC. Head over there and you can get 5% plus free shipping in the UK. Massive thanks for them for sponsoring this video. I have a few of them. I have the 2-wheel drive and I also have a 4-wheel drive. Well, TRAXXAS have just gone and dropped an even bigger Slash. Yes, I've managed to get hold of this monster, the new MAXX Slash. The even big, oh my God, I've got to put this down. So, in this video, the plan is we're going to check it out, take a look at what it is, take it for a bit of a run, and then I'm going to try and do something a little bit different. So, if that interests you, well, you better stay tuned. Right, let's check it out and see what you get for your money. Get a pretty decent sized box, that's for sure. Right. So, while he's faffing around, just to tell you, it comes with a TRAXXAS manual and some bump. Also, you get a battery bridge and spanner so you can run it on one battery. Now, the first thing you'll notice is where's the transmitter? Well, the car is so big, it's actually inside here. Now, how big is big? Obviously, on camera, you don't really get to see it. So, this is a Slash. So, yeah, substantially bigger, that's for sure. Now, this has got the clip body system on it, which is new from TRAXXAS. You can get it for the normal Slash, I think. So, at some point when I get a new body, I think you can just upgrade it. So, you just squeeze these parts. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, the body is huge. One thing I really like that I wish they did on the actual normal Slash, runners on the roof. I'm not sure if you can get aftermarket ones for the Slash. I need to check, as I could really do with them on mine, especially my 4-wheel drive Slash that's really powerful. So it comes with the whole kind of inside cage, which is really cool. A little bit on the flimsy side, so obviously I would highly recommend doing the whole kind of shoo-hoo and tape to protect your body, as I'm pretty sure these are quite expensive. But it's nice to see it's got the whole kind of new clip system in it. Also, you've got some protection around the back, which is good because they do tend to get a bit of a beating there. And they've actually cut some holes in it as well to hopefully help with the parachuting. But realistically, it's going to need more than that to stop that happening, as that is huge. So it's going to catch tons of air. So yeah, be mindful that it'll probably handle along the same sort of lines. And as you can see, the transmitter is placed inside the car. Same old transmitter that you get from TRAXXAS. I'm sure you all know them all now. Massive, and yeah, it's a big fella. Yeah. Belted tyres, which is really nice to see, and it's the first time I've ever had belted tyres in one of my RCs. Really could do with it on the 4-wheel drive Slash, because that is a mean bit of kit as well that I've got. Obviously feels quality. Now I've got some stats on it. It's the low centre of gravity chassis, so hopefully it's going to help it perform a little bit better. And I changed this one to a low centre of gravity to give it a better performance, and that really did help. 6S 70 plus mile an hour. Yeah, it's going to be fast enough for anyone, really. And being that it's quite heavy, yeah, you wouldn't want to have your legs around when this thing goes past. It also comes with a 2000 kV motor, but I'll put a load more stats up here. Yeah, I know, Charlie, it's going to fly. I'll put a load of stats up here. You can kind of check it out yourself. So the plan is we will throw some batteries in this and take it for a bit of a run just to get a good look of it and feel of it, and then I'll explain why I want to do something a little bit different with this. my crazy idea to do with the TRAXXAS MAXX Slash? Well, I've been thinking about this for about a month now, and I think it's possible to achieve it, and it's this, and it is a little bit left field, so bear with me. My local RC shop to me here is SC Models, and I've been thinking about walking from SC Models in Stevenage, driving an RC car to Rochester in Kent. Yes. Now, apparently, according to Google Maps, it'll take 24 hours. Yes, I can do it door to door in 24 hours. So my challenge is, can I do it using the MAXX Slash? Now, I know what you're thinking straight away. Why would you ever pick a MAXX Slash and not a crawler or a trail truck? Well, a few things kind of led me to this, and obviously I've got crawlers and trail trucks and lots of different RCs. The size really attracted me because I'm going to be walking down paths, roads. Going 1/10 is a bit too small. Going bigger than this is too big. Like, why don't I just use an X-Max? I think that's too big. So I think this scale and size is going to cope with going across grass, paths, curbs, that kind of stuff. This will be able to do it. That's the first reason. The second reason is the strength. Now, obviously, this is designed for bashing, and I'm thinking I'm going to be driving this non-stop, apart from changing batteries and stopping for something to drink or whatever, for 24 hours. So I wanted a drive line that's going to be tough enough to take the abuse of running non-stop for 24 hours. Now, the advantage to that is obviously I'm not going to be blasting around. I'm going to be walking. So it should fit that quite nicely. Now, there is some reservations that I might have to do modifications before we actually attempt this. And that, for me, is around the ESC and the servo. Now, obviously, TRAXXAS are not really known for having the best bomb-proof electronics. Also, the ESC that's in this is designed for bashing, blasting, zooming up and down, not necessarily designed for doing 3 or 4 miles an hour for 24 hours. So I don't know whether the ESC can cope with that. Also, this is not a censored brushed motor, so it may be more beneficial for me to put in a big crawler motor into this. Also, the servo, swapping out the servo and putting in a big reef servo, that's more for reliability than anything at all. You don't really need much power. It's just, can the TRAXXAS servo run for 24 hours? Can the truck do that? Obviously, it's, you know, it's probably never been tested to run for that long. So that's my plan. It works out to be 64.5 miles, and it takes me right through the middle of Canary Wharf and the Cutty Sark and London and out the other side, because I'm up from North London. So I think from a walking point of view, quite an interesting one. A lot of roads, a lot of canals, and a lot of countryside. So that's my plan. Now, the other side to it is obviously my health has been getting worse and worse because I spend most of my time in the studio building and editing, sitting in front of a computer. If anything, my editing hours in front of computers have gone up and up and up and up. So I'm not traveling around as much as I should. So I kind of needed something to focus on to improve my health towards this goal. So obviously I'm not going to do this tomorrow. This is going to take a bit of time. I need to improve my health because, believe it or not, even walking for 24 hours is a big ask. Yeah, it really is. So the plan is I'm going to build up to it, and I hope to achieve it towards sort of as we go out of summer. I don't want to wait until the weather changes. I still want it to be really nice. And also, we've now just gone past the longest day, so walking for 24 hours, obviously I'd like to do it when we've got the most amount of daylight. It just makes life a lot easier. So sooner rather than later, definitely. But there's a few things that also I need to work out, and that is batteries. How many of these am I going to need to drive that for 24 hours to do 64.5 miles? I don't know, but we're going to have to find out. So what we're going to do in a minute is I'm going to do a test run. Yes, we're going to take it out and we're going to just walk, and I've got a 6,500 milliamp 4S LiPo battery. Actually, 2 of them. These are from my X-Max. And the plan is we'll walk until this battery runs down. Once I know that, we can swap the batteries over and walk back again without me having to carry it. That was another reason why I didn't want to go bigger than this, is carrying it wouldn't be an option. Even this is pushing carrying it. So we need to do that to find out how many miles I can do with this car, and then we can work out how many batteries I need. Now obviously this is only a 6500 and we can probably get bigger milliamp hours. Now the maximum that this truck will take without modifying the actual battery case is 183 by 58 by 45. So there's definitely some room for improvement, and I'm hoping that we can probably get up to a 10,000, maybe a 12,000 milliamp hour battery. Yes, I could modify it to get bigger, but let's see how far I can get first. If it works out I need 30 batteries, then obviously we're going to have to modify the truck to fit the biggest 4S battery I can. Because if I have to change maybe 4 or 5 batteries, it's a lot better than changing 10, because obviously I've got to carry them. But I just don't know. So that's the experiment. Also, when you're using a trail truck, you want smoothness. Pull away. You don't need fast, you need smooth and consistency. Can this ESC give me that constantly over such a long period of time? So we'll find out today as well. But we might have to swap out the electronics. Same with the TRAXXAS transmitter. You know, going to a smaller transmitter that I can use in one hand would be really beneficial, because obviously walking is a lot easier like this than it is just doing this for 24 hours. So we might have to modify that. But I'm just guessing at this point. So the idea is we need to go and test it. So let's get our shoes on and give it a go and see how far we can go on one 6500 milliamp 4S battery. Oh God, I have some brilliant ideas. See you later.
Going on a mission.
Going on a mission.
Right.
So my main concern is the electronics for this. I think the car itself is way strong enough to do it. I just don't know whether the electronics can drive it at speed. So we've done 43 minutes?
Yep, 43.
43 minutes so far, and I've just checked the battery, and the battery says we're at 83%. So we're looking pretty good for a burn, not too bad. So that's going to work out, say it's 80, that's 20% every hour. So that's doable. So we'll keep going. It's a nice hot sunny day, so we're melting a little bit, but we carry on. There you go, we've now walked for 2 hours and the battery is currently at 53%. So we're looking at 2 hours of battery is half. So if you work it out, that's a 6,500 milliamp hour. So per hour, we're burning 3,250 milliamps. So not bad.
It's bad.
He's suffering now. My poor tootsies. And now we've got to do it all the way back.
Yay.
Exactly the same in the opposite direction. But I have got another battery, so we will swap to that one. So we've now done 3 hours 17 minutes.
Yep.
And how far is that roughly? I don't know. We have to work it out. So we've got another 50 minutes to go until we get back. And we basically use 50% of the battery, and we've changed batteries because we know we've got enough data. 4-hour walk, and then we'll look at the data and then see. The one thing we found out is water. Carrying water is going to be something that's going to be quite a challenge that we'll have to work out. 4 hours, yay, and it's still going.
Good done.
4 hours. Don't think that's quite 24, but we did 4. We made it.
Yeah.
So what can we learn from the first trip out? Apart from my feet hurt. Yes, and it's going to be a real challenge. After only doing 4 hours, doing 24, it's a big ask. But then, hey, I like a big challenge that's going to take a while, and I'm going to build up to it. So the plan is, over the next month, I'm going to be going out every week, and I'm going to be trying to extend it and extend it and extend it, as well as testing the MAXX Slash as well to see if it's reliable and I don't have any issues with it. As when I do the attempt, it's got to be bomb proof. So we'll see. I'd rather it fail while I'm building up to it. So I will do another video probably when I get a lot further, when I've done maybe an 8 hours or 10 hours. I'll give you an update or whether I've changed it. So this is going to run totally in the background, and then the plan is, when I'm comfortable, maybe after I've done a 12-hour walk and I decide, right, I'm going to go for it, I'll make the announcement on the day it's going to be, and then I'll put up the route exactly. And if you want to come and join in on a section of that route, you will more than welcome to bring your car and come and walk with me while we attempt 24 hours from SC Models door to Rochester RC. God, yeah, that's a real challenge. Anyway, crunching the numbers for the maths of the battery. Well, it looks to be quite promising. So 2 hours used up 47%. So we'll just say 50% just for the margins of hills and all that kind of stuff. So if we work that out, that's 3,250 milliamps for 6 miles. So if we divide that by 6, that gives us a burn of 542 milliamp hours per mile, which for this, being that it's a basher, that's pretty decent. And I was keeping an eye on temperatures as well, and even though it was boiling hot yesterday, the actual ESC and the motor stayed cool, because I was really worried that maybe, you know, a lot of the older electronics, they need to be running, otherwise they just get really, really hot. No problems. So as long as it keeps working, which I can't see why it won't, being that it's not getting hot either, we might be onto a bit of a winner. Anyway, so to do 65 miles, which is how long how the distance it is between the two, that's 35,209 milliamps. So that's, if we look at me carrying 10,000 milliamps to give me a margin, it's doable. That's only 4 batteries. Obviously, one of those will be in the car. So technically, I'm only carrying 3, which is really good, because that means it's viable. I can actually carry it in a backpack. And that's going to give me like a 4,800 milliamp over for any hills and stuff like that. Now the thing is, and I had a quick look, but it's going to take a bit more research, I need to find a 4S 10,000 milliamp hour battery or larger that is 183 by 58 by 45. So if you know or you see a battery that's that size, let me know, comment below. If you're a battery manufacturer and you actually have a battery in your product line that will fit in this with that maximum size, let me know. Contact me, as I'm going to need to buy 4 off you. Anyway, there you go. A first look at a stupid idea that hopefully I can achieve by the end of the year. Anyway, thanks so much. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.